Welcome back to Force Education. This is Ed. Today we're going to be talking about PETZ, also known as TDH Holdings and Corporations. Now, this stock here skyrocketed back in November from around $1 all the way up to around $14.52. And in the last 48 hours or so, the stock plummeted from $4 to a sub of $1. Now, this company here, I wasn't able to actually access their website for some reason, but they identify themselves as a company with subsidiaries that develop, manufacture, and sells pet food products for pet owners in the People's Republic of China, Asia, Europe, and North America. The company offers approximately 200 products, which include 6 product lines consisting of pet chews, dried pet snacks, wet canned pet foods, dental health snacks, baked pet biscuits, etc. Now, they were founded in 2002 based in Qingdao, the People's Republic of China, my bad. Now, there is some interesting things that have been going on with it. In terms of social media, it seems that some people are basically calling this one that it was a dump, manipulation, and money laundering, and it's just kind of got dropped down with a massive offering. Others are saying this is the opportunity to go ahead and get rich. You buy the dip and rather than the rip, and get rich easy with this one. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to actually take a look at some of the short sales data, for instance, as the first thing to do. And I'm refreshing it here to get the latest stuff, and you're able to see there is a massive spike in short volume. Now, there is still a massive spike in volume overall. The ratios are somewhat the same, but in the last around few trading sessions, you're able to see it jumped from around 26% to around half of all volume going to the short side. Currently, it's showcased that there's no short shares available to short sell, and it's not given what the short borrow fee rate is currently at. Now, if you were to go ahead towards E-Trade, we're able to see a short percentage as a percentage of float to be 5.83, so not as massive as some people claim based only on this. And when you're going on towards something like FinViz, the short percent of float is also 5.83. So very much in line with what you see on E-Trade. Nonetheless, there is something called a short sell rule restriction that was triggered yesterday and also today, which is the stock drops around or more than 10%. It can only be shorted on the uptick of each basically trade or session. So in a sense, you're seeing a bit of restriction on the short selling activity. Now, in terms of institutional buyers, you were able to see nothing seems to be a massive exodus that would kind of showcase this massive drop on the 4th, although for January, Leo Dandin ended up reducing the percentage of shares by around, I'd say, 47.46%. So even though it shows the ownership change is around 25.90, you're able to see some exodus apparently based on change percent of around 47.46, even though the current and previous shares do agree. So I'm not sure exactly what went on there. Now, there is reports of this being an offering, a direct offering for around on the lower than $1 level. And in the latest kind of voting that they did, there was nothing significant on there. SEC filing also showcased some of the revenues. These guys do around 0.13 million in revenue, so around $130,000 in revenue in 2021, 6 months ending June 30th, and in the year before they did around 280,000. In terms of net profit or loss per share is around 2 cents per share, and the net loss attributable to common shareholders is around $940,000. And you're looking as well at an operating loss of around 1.17 million in the last 6 months ending in June 30th. So there is definitely a bit of speculations about this one, and it's very dangerous to go ahead and play with this one. But let's take a look at what the technical analysis would show. But if you'd like this video so far, make sure to click the subscribe button and leave notifications on for this channel. Now, from a technical analysis perspective, we're only going to be doing 1 day for the time being, and then as well in 1 hour. So what we're seeing here is the average directional index is showcasing a very strong start of a negative trend. So this massive drop was very significant for this stock. 1% showcases that this stock is highly oversold. By the way, this is very similar to the relative strength index. In terms of the MACD histogram, this shows a reversal that started somewhere closer to around 3rd of January, although it extends as well back where it attempted to go for a positive reversal on the 23rd of December and it got rejected. Currently, the momentum is negative 4.70 and it doesn't seem to have improved from the day before, suggesting a continuation to this negative trend. Now, on an hourly perspective, what we do see here happening is that there might be a bit of a reversal or stabilization that is happening. The willing percent R, it seems to be somewhere neutral, neither overbought or oversold. The MACD seems to be positive out of today, given that it also did not really drop significantly during today. Currently, it is trading somewhere around negative 10% on the day. Now, including extended hours nonetheless. And what you're seeing here is that there is a bit of stabilization and the ADX is above 50, suggesting that there is a chance for another reversal other than this stabilization. So it really could go south fast. But stochastic fast and stochastic slow seem to be on agreement that this might be a good time to buy, but it's very risky and you can lose a bit of your money. Now, volumes have skyrocketed. Now you're seeing record volume today. Now, yesterday was still high volume considerably, as you get to see the unvolume charts, and the unbalanced volume showcases that almost all the shares that were gained somewhere around 12th of November 2021 in terms of buying have been met by selling. So it really showcases almost as if it's a few months, 3 months long kind of pump and dump, and someone said at $4, you know what, I'm pulling out, and they sold a lot of shares coming out, and you get to see the unbalanced volume is back to the ordinary levels it was before 3rd of November. Now, on Fibonacci retracements, it was a little bit tricky to go back and try to find where would you draw the limit. But if you choose the 1452 spike as the top and the bottom being the 45 cents, you're able to see the first resistance being at 377, 583, going to 749, 915, 1152, and 1453, with the support being at 45 cents. Now, on a price line action, we're able to see a few. We got, first of all, the first resistance is at 71, but the first support is around 67 cents. And then going down to 52 and then down to around 45 cents. Resistances, you're seeing 84 and then going higher to 112 and then 162 and then going up higher to around 219 and then 275 and then upwards to around 336, 380 and then going up to 427 and then 464 and then 553 and then 623 and around 673, and you get the point. Comes to the question, what do you think is going to happen here? Well, I think that this is a very dangerous game, that some people are going to pressure others to pull on the game itself. Now, the website is off, so I don't have exact details of everything that has happened so far, but it really seems that some of these people that are attempting for you to buy around this level, around 55 cents, so it maybe jumps around $1.05 and they dump it. But nonetheless, if you don't actually believe in this company, their fundamentals are not great at all, then you should be basically playing this one as a gamble. You're literally gambling with your money if you're actually playing this one for a quick trade. And the question is, well, you can say, hey, I'm going to put stop losses. And stop losses are all right, but just remember, things gap up or down. So you got to be very careful. Technically, you could have still won money if you bought, let's say yesterday at 110, sold at 121, and then bought back at 84 cents, sold at 95 cents, bought today 57, sold at, let's say, 72. Yeah, you can make a lot of money that way. But yeah, it's easy to look back at a chart and say, I could have done this and that. So be very careful. I wouldn't really touch this one as much unless you actually believe in the fundamentals of the company itself. What do you think about the sticker? Make sure to down in the comments below. Share, subscribe, and like, and have a wonderful day. Now, if you're still here on this video, make sure to drop down below and join our Discord. We have a lot of different things going on, including, for instance, members that gives picks for free. It's not pump and dumps, we just things we think about, swings, etc. We also have really exciting bots. You can actually use those ones. For instance, we're just testing out this bot, for instance, that gives you Fibonacci resistance points, activities, etc. And we have a bunch of free things, totally free. We run on tips here, and you can ask me questions, suggest stocks, etc. It's a really nice community that has been growing up very fast at a very good rate, and it's totally free. If you would like to join that one, feel free to do so in the description below, and have a wonderful day.